If this is your first time to the channel, please do so. Make sure that you're subscribed. Hit that bell for notifications so that way you don't miss another video like this one coming your way. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. It does help this channel grow. Please feel free to leave a comment. We do get back to all of our comments. This video is not intended for children under the age of 17 years old. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Tour. I'm coming from Myram Tours, and today I'm going to give you a little bit more of a tour of my A Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger collection. My Freddy Krueger collection is nowhere near as big as my Star Wars collection, but it does hold a really deep something in my heart. I have been trying to collect these things, and I let off for a while ever since McFarlane brung them out, and ever since the old days of the original KB Toys when they first started hitting Toys R Us. Also when Suncoast and Sam Goody started getting odd stuff, like randomly odd stuff. If you wanted like a video, for instance, like I wanted an unrated version of The Exorcist on VHS, and they actually found me a copy of it out in Canada, and they had it shipped. That was the type of stuff that Sam Goody and Suncoast Video would do. And they also got me the, I think it was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 Leatherface. I also got that one on VHS back in the day when I believe it was banned here in the United States. I could be wrong on that, but I still have that video till today. But they were the ones that grabbed it for me, and they had off-the-wall stuff. Like they were like bringing out action figures from like Underworld. They were the first people to bring out Suncoast and Sam Goody were the first ones to bring out the House of a Thousand Corpses figures. Yeah, it's I believe like brands like Neca and Mezco owe a lot to people like Suncoast and Sam Goody. I wish that we still had them. I wish we had more of those stores till today. Let me know in the comments down below, or you could even DM me. Let me know your feelings, or just hit me up on X, you know, stuff like that, or on my Instagram page. But anyway, yeah, we miss you, Sam Goody and Suncoast, because even though the prices were a little bit, for some of these figures, a little high at those times, the fact that you guys had the balls to carry them and give us what we needed, you know, what we wanted, was something different other than just walking into a Toys R Us and just seeing Power Rangers or Star Wars or Transformers or G.I. Joe or Ninja Turtles or Hot Wheels or Barbie. You guys were like reaching, and then all of a sudden it just caught wind, and then Toys R Us started carrying the McFarlane movie Maniacs, the original set where I got mine from, and so did KB Toys, and then KB Toys started getting like Creep Show, and they started getting off the wall stuff also. So it just triggered a lot of things. But let me show you my Freddy collection, which I like what I have. It's not very big, so don't expect this big immaculate collection. But I do want to get more, and like I said a couple years back, I do need to upgrade my Freddy collection quite a bit. And suggestions would be nice. I do enjoy those. Any kind of comments would be good. But keep them casual. You know what I mean? No insulting, please. I mean, this is all I got. So anyway, from MOE'S Tour, here is my Freddy collection. And before you say, oh, well, he don't have this Funko, he don't have this, I do own the original first, what is it, the standard Freddy. So he is amongst the other Jason Voorhees figure that I have in the hundreds of Funko Pops in my garage. He is there, and so is the Toonie Terrors version of Freddy that I have unboxed in reviews, and those reviews are down below. And I do want to say, for the ones that watched my Jason collection, one figure I forgot to mention that I do have still in my garage is the Mezco 112 scale. And I didn't realize I had it until I watched my own video of it just like hours after filming that video for the Jason collection. So here we go, folks. Let's check out my Freddy Krueger collection. It's small, but I think it's quaint. Alright, so I would like to start off with some of my Freddy gloves. These are the replica all metal ones. This one is unopened, so this is for the first movie. They are real metal. They are just replicas. That's all they are. I bought these because years back I wanted to get Robert Englund at Monsterpalooza to sign them, and he canceled. And so the thing is that year when he canceled, I chose not to go to Monsterpalooza, so there you have it there. So I believe that in order to get him to sign anything, you're going to be in line now forever, because he is the most popular horror movie icon actor out of all of them. So there's no one else that could play Freddy like Robert Englund. So people are, you know, complaining that they've been in line for 7 or 8 hours. Even some people 11 hours to see him. Some with like VIPs that still can't even see him. They're saying if you don't even get early bird, that you're not even guaranteed to be able to get the autograph. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, these are all metal ones. The real ones, you can see they have the tips on them, and yeah, you can see that right there. You can get a close up. This is the one from Dream Warriors. But yeah, I want to get his signatures right here on this plate right here on both. So I think the next glove I'm going to try tracking down is the one with the syringes. So I know that one's very expensive, but if I could get one, hey, yeah, when I get some funds going. But I have other projects that I want to get done for my Star Wars collection first before I start venturing out for another expense of a Freddy glove. Okay, so in case you missed it, I do own the complete set of Jason vs. Freddy, the Neca version. I do not have the Jason vs. Freddy fish tank from McFarlane Toys. I would like to get it, but it seems like it just keeps going up in price, and that's another expense. And when I get around to it, I know I'll find somebody eventually who will give me a good deal on one, but I'm just going to have to wait that one out to add it to the collection. But this is the one, and all the fire things are all there. So, and all the weapons, he is complete. They're in a bag somewhere. So yeah, there you have it there, folks, for that. Alright, so speaking of Suncoast Sam Goody, here is one of the plushies, well, plush dolls that was first released. These were released shortly after the McFarlane Toys movie Maniacs came out, which triggered me to start collecting these because I have been a fan of horror since I can remember, since the days of Creature Features. And I was unable to talk about that. I forgot to talk about it. I wanted to in the Jason video that I did before this one. Here in the Bay Area, well, I no longer live in the Bay Area. I live in the Valley area, which is outside the Bay Area. And over here in the Bay Area, we had a thing called Creature Features. And I don't know as to how far it went amongst like broadcasting, but I do know that at Time Tunnel Toys and some of the videos I've done there, which are down below in my library, I show you some of the prop replicas of actual prop from Creature Features that they used to have. But the thing that's iconic about Freddy is the moment that Freddy came out, I could be quote wrong, but this is what I heard, that Creature Features couldn't compete with what Freddy was doing because they were playing a lot more older movies, and so it ended up getting less and less views, and so it was eventually taken off the air. But I don't know if it's specifically because of Freddy. You guys, if you guys know more about it and you're from the Bay Area, quote me on that one, and just let me know. But yeah, Freddy is an icon. So when these pop up, I mean, when somebody so iconic pops up, there's nothing really you can do about it. But yeah, he does have his shoes and everything with them. And he came in a set, so he also bring Leatherface, which I do have, that still has all the packaging on him. My Freddy also had all the packaging on him, and he even had like that on his hat. But then, from being stored for so long and all that, he eventually lost it. So it eventually just came off. So they didn't make a lot of things to last back then. So his tags and everything done fell off. So, but yeah, he was unused and unplayed with. So there you go. But he also came with the Jason. I bought the 3 of them all together. So that's where I went with that, folks. So yeah. Alright, so you're saying, oh no, Chucky's in the screen. Yes, he is. Chucky is my little troublemaker. So if you watch some of my TikTok videos, you will see him make a special appearance amongst the Chucky figures that I have. I don't have too many of them, but the ones that I do have, I love very, very much. So we're gonna go with that. And yeah, I just didn't feel like moving them. So he has a special place right there. Him and Freddy tend to get along very well. They have been in past videos of mine together, so I chose to keep them there. Alright, so we're going to start off. I do have a Nightmare on Elm Street, what are these called? Chopsticks. So I seen these at Target. There was no price on them, so I took them to the register. They sent me to customer service, and they said, hey, would you like to buy them? $2. Yeah, definitely, for sure. So that's how I got those. Okay, so we're going to start from the back. I got the Robert Englund in his regular face, and he's still in box. I do not want to open him. So, and then I just did a thing on TikTok where, check out my TikTok videos, folks. I'm telling you, MOE'S Toy Room on TikTok. So check them out, and you will see when I unboxed and reviewed the Chef Freddy. And there's his thing right there. So I will leave that to your imagination. You can check those videos out. I bought this Freddy right here, this big old rubber one, at the San Jose Super Toy Show, and I believe I got it for like $5. I think I remember getting it for $5, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I couldn't pass and picked him up. That's the perks of being an early bird. So, and then I have a lot of the collection back here. Also have kind of like a Demon Freddy in a package still. Have some more Freddys. Another Demon Freddy. And then I also have the Freddy right here in a tuxedo. So that is also a TikTok video that you can check out. Which I absolutely enjoy doing those because I could get away without so much censory like here on YouTube. I do love doing YouTube videos, but to upload them takes a while, takes a long time, and to edit them and everything else. On TikTok, it just goes right to it, and I could shoot a 1-minute video and it's done, and it's up within 10 minutes. And I could even add music to those. So, but anyway, here is what I mean by only Robert Englund can play Freddy. Here is the remake version when they tried to remake A Nightmare on Elm Street. The movie, I love the movie. I'm going to tell you guys right now, that is one of my favorite movies, the remake one. But I look at it as the aspect of how different this movie would have looked had Robert Englund played that Freddy. So it would have been perfect. Just saying. But yeah, I feel bad for the actor that played him to make this character, but this particular action figure is gaining some momentum and is becoming very popular. Even the life-size animatronic is becoming very, very popular, and they're getting more and more expensive by the day. So I have a little bobblehead. I have this little dude right here from Rick and Morty. So I love him very much. I also picked up this Freddy right here. And my wife picked him up at the San Jose Super Toy Show, and I believe she got him for $2. So we picked him up, and then I just recently picked up the MDS version of Freddy from Mezco, which is super cool. And then I also have many Freddys amongst. And you're wondering with this Freddy, this one, let's see, right there, that one. Okay, that is the McFarlane Toys first Movie Maniac, and I purchased him amongst Jason and Michael Myers. I believe they are the first three. I got them all at the same time. I wasn't going to pass, even though I was on limited funds back then, and I still am. But I just said, forget it. I have to have them, and sure enough, they were sold out within a day or two. I couldn't believe that I had them. So I've had them ever since. So there you have it. He did fall one time, and his nails, well, his blades on his glove fell off. So I just left them off, but I'm not going to throw them away. I still got them. I still have them complete with everything. Like I said, I have everything put away. I know the little backdrops that go to them and everything is put away. So there you have it. And then I also have that Freddy there. But yeah, folks, this is my little Freddy collection, and I love this little house right here, because one thing cool about this house is, let's see here, I think it's on the back, it lights up. Yeah, so that Freddy, that house comes with that Freddy. In case you're wondering, if you're looking for that house, you got to buy that Freddy. He's from Neca, and he will be in a clear package. So yeah, that's the only way that you can get that house, I believe. So don't hold me to that one, but that's how I got mine. So there you go. I will give you a last little look. I do need to get the Robert Englund, the other variant of him, where he's more like, kind of like that Freddy that's in front of him with that style. I do need to get that, and I want to get a very large Freddy too, like a 12-inch or 18-inch or 2 foot tall, whatever it is, to add to the collection. So there you have it there. But yeah, let me get back to the larger Freddy, the only one that I do own. Alright, so with this Freddy, I believe you might have seen at one of the last San Jose Super Toy shows I went to, or the one before, I don't remember. But I picked him up there and the dealer had him. This is a bootleg Freddy, and he is very big. He is almost 2 feet, what is it, like almost 2 feet tall? He is very big. So he is a bootleg, and he does not stand on his own, so I had to put him on a stand, but show you how big he is. And he looks very creepy and very good. And apparently they brought this from Mexico, so I picked them up, and I believe they gave them to me for like, I was shocked when I asked them the price, and I think they said $20. And I'm like, are you sure? And I don't remember if it was $20 or $40, but it was around there. But even at $40, it would be a steal. But I think it might have been $20 or maybe $30 amongst that range. And right when I picked them up, right when I had them in my hand, some guy came walking up and he's like, man, I just came right back just to get that thing. Damn, are you buying it? And I said, sorry, dude, I'm picking this thing up, man. But hopefully he found one too eventually. But I figured some of these are like one of a kind, so especially when it comes to bootlegs. So I absolutely love picking him up and adding him to the collection. All right, folks, so that's it for my Freddy collection. I know it's not much. There are some figures that I do have in my watch basket on my eBay. So I do have them in my watch basket. Like I am watching the Freddy, the NECA Freddy with Power Glove. I want to get one of those, and I would also love to get the Freddy with long arms. I am not particular. I think that I'm waiting for a Freddy with the Power Glove to find a really, really good condition one with everything, but to make sure that he is unbroken. And I would like to get him loose because I love my figures loose. And to be honest, if I buy something like that at a higher price in the package, you're almost better off just leaving them in the package at that point. But I love opening my stuff. I don't know if that makes any sense. I like the feel of them. I like knowing that I have them, be able to see them, and they don't take up so much space. So yeah, I think those are some of the two that I want to get in the future. I would also like to get, there's like a black and white one, I believe, on there. There was an exclusive where it brings like a skateboard. So I would like to get some of those, but they're fun-wise. It just comes down to money, folks. And I know, like, with the way that things are going today, you're better off just kind of saving your money and just, if you could pick something up just to treat yourself, you know, maybe once a month or whatever, then I'll probably pick one of those up. But yeah, this day and age, you just don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's just one of those things. But hopefully you enjoyed this video of A Nightmare on Elm Street, my Freddy collection here at MOE'S Toy Room. I am going to get back to doing toy hunts again in the future, so don't give up on me just yet. Just not yet. Don't give up on us here at MOE'S Toy Room. Not yet. All right. Halloween time is coming, so you guys do know I absolutely live Halloween here in this house 365 days a year. I have a life-size Art the Clown downstairs, a life-size Frankenstein, and I have a life-size the Pale Girl from the Terrifier, and I also have a lot of life-size zombies. I even have like the life-size girl from The Ring that I have picked up over the years. So my last two pickups for life-size were the Art the Clown and the Pale Girl. So yeah, I figured some of the stuff I own needs to be shown. So a lot of it I just have stored. So I am getting through my bins in my garage little by little. So they are coming. And a lot of newer toy reviews are coming to the channel. I am pre-ordered for the Terrifier, Ultimate Terrifier from Neca. I am also pre-ordered for the poster version of Leatherface from Neca, where he's wearing blue. I should be getting any day now. I am also pre-ordered, so don't give up on Predator. You guys know I have unboxed and reviewed Predator. We love him in this house. The brand new Samurai Predator from Neca, and I am also pre-ordered for the Mezco 1/12 scale Art the Clown Terrifier. So some of those are coming very, very soon, hopefully. I also just recently made a purchase on eBay for the brand new Terrifier Funko Pop doll, the one where he's holding the head of Candy, the human head with candy and it's all bloody. So I had to pick one of those up. I should be getting them any day now. I got a really good deal on it. So yeah, I got them even below like retail, but I have to pay shipping on them, which was like $5 or $6, which is about normal. So at least I'm going to have him, and he's going to be in good condition. That should set me up with owning all the Terrifier Funko Pops other than the 2-pack with Sienna. So yeah. And also, I do not own the Terrifier Chase with the glasses on. So I do have the standard with the glasses, but the Funko Shop exclusive, but I don't have the Chase, all that. And I figure if I get them, if I come around to them, I'll get them if they're at a good price. So that's the thing. All right, folks, so please like, comment, subscribe. From MOE'S Toy Room to yours. Good night, everyone.